A couple of years ago, Laura and I decided to tackle an epic challenge, 365 activities all around New Zealand in 365 days. This was New Zealand's biggest gap year, and this is day 180 where we check out the Steampunk HQ in Oamaru, and we also check out the Victorian Fete. It's the Victorian weekend today in Oamaru, but we're going to be seeing a little bit more of a permanent fixture of the Victorian era in Oamaru, and that's the Steampunk HQ, which is a massive steampunk exhibition which extends both indoors and outdoors. And because this is a glorious day in Oamaru, we're starting with the outdoor exhibition. In there is heaps of gigantic sculptures, like a massive bus, a massive train, and a lot of stuff that we can play with. It's not like your average museum where you can't touch anything. You are encouraged to jump on it and play with everything you can see.
But let's just backtrack a bit, because what the hell is steampunk? Well, steampunk is a genre of sci-fi that uses steam-powered machinery rather than the usual advanced technology. Steampunk is present all over popular culture, from movies like Mad Max to video games like BioShock, and this genre has really inspired artists from all over the world to make some pretty awesome creations. And we're about to see another really awesome one right here, which is the Portal. This is the closest to time traveling that we have ever been, as we enter this room with an infinity, well, the look of an infinite amount of space. In this room, there's a dramatic music going on, and we're surrounded by all these lights which are shaped like skulls, and they make different colours, and there's mirrors all around us as well, making us feel like we're in a space that never ends. Outside of the portal, we see all these sculptures of recycled industrial material, and there's a room with a bit of a scary surprise inside.
Ooh!
There's a lot of gorillas that have been made out of scrap metal. There's all these flashing lights. This place really gets your imagination going.
And the building itself has an awesome history as well. It was built in 1883 when Oamaru was a massive seaport. In fact, back in the days in 1883, it was bigger than Los Angeles. But moving back to the exhibition itself, there is really a lot of crazy sculpture and some crazy setup as well, like a massive piano organ that actually doesn't really play piano, it plays this. Believe it or not, that's not the first time that I'm GGing this year, and if you check out the card above, you'll be able to go straight to that video. But nonetheless, I am not going to be the next moderate. Laura and I are still browsing a little bit around the exhibition with heaps more to see, and Laura, which is one of the main writers of backpackingguide.nz, find herself the perfect accessory for traveling. But we have lots more to do today, so this wraps up our visit to the Steampunk Museum, and we are now making our way outside to the beautiful street of Oamaru where the Victorian Fete is in full swing.
The Victorian Fete is held in Oamaru every single November, and it's sort of a celebration of the heritage Victorian buildings that are still standing here in the town. And it's held right here in the Victorian precinct, where we get to sort of explore the Victorian buildings and be surrounded by this history. It feels like we've travelled back in time, as we feel like we're the only ones dressed in modern day clothing, and the rest of all the locals are dressed up in Victorian outfits, apart from a bunch of Scottish bagpipe players which are straight out of the boat. There's heaps of events going on throughout the whole day, from food and craft stalls, vintage machinery demonstrations, puppet shows, stilt walkers, penny farthing lessons and competitions, sewing competitions, there's live music, and so much more.
Today truly was the most Oamaru day possible. Join us tomorrow when we're gonna be going to a cheese factory, and also we're gonna try our hand at sheep shearing. Good luck with that.
Today I'm having a Victorian orgasm day. No, how do you say, like just all about something? Overload? Yeah?
Yeah.
Today I'm having a Victorian overload.
How does that work?
Choo choo. Choo choo.
Alright guys, so what did you guys think about the Victorian Fete? It's kind of like it was in the making in the last 2-3 videos that we've been making in Oamaru right here, and so finally it happened. So yeah, it was a really cool place to hang out. It's a very unique thing to happen in Dunedin, so in Oamaru, which is not too far from Dunedin, so why not checking this fete out when it happens. Alright, so let's check out some of the comments that we had the first time that we published it. And Why in the World says, I really wanted to see the Steampunk last time I was down south, but I didn't arrive in Oamaru until 5:30 p.m. and it was already closed. Aha, that sucks. The Steampunk HQ is really cool, especially that room with all the mirrors where you can take so many pictures. It's really awesome. So if you guys want to know more things to do around the Oamaru town, you can keep on watching all our videos. We have a ton of videos coming up in the channel, but you can also check out NZDT.com. It is the largest travel guide to New Zealand and it's entirely free to use. It's created by Laura and I, and we make it up to date every single day, making sure that everything is up to date for you guys. If you want to say thank you for all our hard work, you can hit like and subscribe. It's always free and it's always awesome, awesome support for our channel. And if you want to plan a trip to New Zealand and you want some expert advice, you can come and hang out with us during our live session. It's happening right here in this studio, and we hang out with you guys for about 1 hour every week at 8 a.m. New Zealand time on a Sunday, which is usually Saturday evening if you are somewhere else in the world, and we spend an hour answering questions that pop up in the live chat about traveling in New Zealand. So make sure to join us for that, and in the meantime, we'll see you in the next adventure. Bye bye!